Hola, ¿me escuchas?
Sí, Carlos, acá estoy.
Listo, te estoy entrando ya a... ¿dónde
Dale de
está
una, de una.
internet? Espérate, porque no
Perfecto.
te... no, espérate, dame un segundo, no, me toca dejar
Tranquilo,
de
tranquilo.
compartir, me toca dejar de compartir, listo, interpretación, ok, Natalia, Natalia, Escayón. Después hablamos de si hacemos unas pruebas o algo así,
Dale,
bueno,
tranqui, sí,
porque
porque
nos
está
estamos
complejo.
matando de estrés. Listo, te escucho en canal español, perfecto, inglés. Great, great, ok, nos vamos, chao, nos fuimos.
Hey, you guys. Okay, Tuesday night training. I've been so fired up to have this call tonight. So real quickly, we want to make sure we do some housekeeping, make sure that we can see the chat, you guys. So fire up the chat. Let's make sure that that is set to go. So drop in there where you're calling or tuning in from. So drop that in the chat, you guys. Perfect. Okay, so we got Florida, Vegas, we've got Wisconsin out there, Oklahoma, New York. Love it. Okay, and then also, you guys, while you're still dropping in, we've got Michigan people on to cheer on our guest tonight too, I'm sure. So want to make sure that you notice too on the bottom of your screen, you'll have an option to make sure that you've got the right translation. So go ahead and take care of that. And you'll see where that says Q&A, okay, or a little question mark. You guys, this is the feature that makes the world of difference on this call because again, any questions that you have. And I know I have questions chatting with Rachel, and I already knew what she had going on. So if you got questions or when you have questions, drop it in the chat. We'll keep an eye on that. Drop it in the Q&A. Don't drop it in the chat. It's going to get lost. Okay, so click on the Q&A, drop your question in there so that at the end of the call, we can go ahead and go through some of those questions that you have. And then you guys, last Saturday, we had our mastermind. So real quickly, as I continue to see the numbers climbing, people tuning in, make sure you get your team on the call. So I'm buying you just a little time to reach out to them, make sure that they're hopping on because the things that Rachel's going to be talking about, our guest speaker, is going to blow your mind, you guys. So get people on the call, especially coming out of Saturday's event. You guys, who was on the mastermind call, go ahead and give me a thumbs up in the chat or some fire emoji, you guys. What were some of your takeaways? Drop them in the chat too, you guys, because after an event, that excitement, you'll lose some of that excitement and that focus if you don't put things into action. So I'd love to hear what you guys are doing and you put into action since Saturday in the chat, you guys. I want to make sure that you all see that chat feature and can see some things that are happening. So, okay. So while you're doing that, you guys, okay, I see our beautiful guest on the call here now. I want to go ahead and kind of set you guys up, okay? I have the honor to go ahead and share some background here on our guest speaker. But not only is she amazing, she's a mom, she's a former teacher, just like myself, you guys. And so we speak the same language, which is called intentionality. Let me tell you, if you think I'm intentional, wait until you hear what Rachel's got going on. Super intentional, you guys, because we don't have time to waste. Like we don't have time to waste. We talked about that on Saturday too. But you guys, if you're ready to level up, if you're ready to like tune in, take notes, and again, use the Q&A feature to ask your questions, okay? I want to have so many questions that we have to go into the coaches chat to answer some of them, okay? So fire the questions over. But this lady, okay, because with We Do Transformations, you're going to hear her talk about how they took this warehouse and like turned it into their transformation location, for all coaches and their sidelines and all the people to come together and participate in this massive movement that we have with We Do Transformations. Okay. She's a Midwesterner as well, Michigan area. And so you guys, not only does she have this location, but again, being super intentional, she's going to be talking about how she gets challengers, but challengers that convert over to coaches that go ahead and not only become coaches, but get challengers too. Okay. So that's the whole cycle of what we do. It's not about just one part of it. It's all of it. And she's going to talk about how she's creating that. You guys, again, going from concrete to community. And she's definitely fired up. She's got so many great things to share with you guys. It helped me welcome a Mill team member, Rachel Hillier. And she's got a guest speaker too, but I'll let her introduce her. You guys fire up the chat. So Rachel, I'm going to send it over to you.
Thank you so much, Tracy. I'm so honored to be on the call tonight with you guys. If you guys don't have a pen and paper, you're going to want to grab a pen and paper because I'm going to give you so much good stuff. You are not going to want to miss it. So make sure you have pen and paper to write stuff down. I'm going to share a short version of my story because I don't want to waste a lot of time talking about me. I want to give you guys all the goods of what's going on and how you can implement it in your community starting right away. So my name is Rachel Hillier. I've been a part of this amazing community for 12 years. My husband and I actually met in the business. And so we are Herbal Love. We have two babies, a 3-year-old and a 2-year-old. We do this business full time together, you guys. It's absolutely incredible. But I really want to share about where we found ourselves in our business about a year ago, maybe a year and a half ago. We were super grateful for our business, but we were not satisfied with where we were at in our business. So if you guys can relate to that, just put a 1 in the chat. Maybe you're feeling a little stuck in your business currently, or you have a hunger and a desire for more out of your business, but it's not moving as fast as you want it to in a way you want it to. And so we really knew that there needed to be a shift and a change. We just didn't know what that was, right? We were all in for We Do Transformations. We own a nutrition club, but we just didn't know what that shift was going to be for us. So if you guys are taking notes today, one of the biggest takeaways that I hope you take from today's call is you're only one idea away from a huge shift in your business. And you're not stuck unless you stop. So just keep pushing forward, keep plugging in, keep implementing things that you find in this company that jack you up, that can take you next level. So we were feeling super dissatisfied, and then the company rolled out Premier League. And so my husband and I decided that we were just going to go full force all the way and give everything we got to Premier League. And in doing that, you guys, we were able to recruit some personal trainers. And that really brought a new excitement to our business. I love fitness. I have a passion for fitness. I also, along my 12 years in Herbalife, got my personal training certification. So I knew I wanted to put that somewhere in my business. And so we told these trainers, which you're going to get to meet one of them today, and hear more about her story. But if you guys are all in with us, you want to build this thing. We want to build a transformation location, a community hub, a fitness factory, whatever you want to call it. Y'all need to come to Extravaganza with us, see the bigger vision of Herbalife. And if you do that, and if you are all in, we will open up this space and we will create something absolutely incredible. So we were able to get 5 brand new front lines to come to Extravaganza. Their minds were blown. They got to meet amazing people in the company like Tracy, Octavio, Jorge. and, just really, really saw the big picture of what Herbalife could do for them in the fitness realm. So for those of you guys who maybe want to recruit personal trainers are sick of trading time for money. They're looking for an opportunity that can help them someday not have to be there 24/7, 365. They can really make an impact with their clients and build passive income through this opportunity. And We Do Transformations is a huge part of that. So you guys, we all went to Extravaganza. They all said they were all in. The next day after Extravaganza, we literally signed the lease to a 4,800 square foot warehouse. And we were super intentional. So where the warehouse is, we call it a community hub. It's in the middle of our nutrition clubs in the area. So there's about 10 nutrition clubs that are around this hub. So that way people can take their communities from the nutrition club to the fit club, right? So there's not a lot that maybe goes on at night at your nutrition clubs, so they can plug in and get a workout together, really be excited for each other. And when we signed the lease, we really had a big vision for what we could do in this space, how we could turn it into a transformation location, like Tracy said, that's so amazing. So it's got a shake bar in it, it's got a personal training area, and then it's got a big open space because we knew we wanted to fill it up with our big community We Do workouts. And you guys, our vision wasn't just, we didn't do this just for our team or organization. We did this because we wanted to create the movement of Shape Up Detroit. It was bigger than just us. So we partnered with Sideline. You guys, shout out to Jerison and Kate, Brandon and Heather, Ray, just a couple of people in our community that are Sideline to us that we have partnered with in this. So if you're sitting there today saying, well, I'm just one person or I'm all alone, who can you connect with in your greater area to create a movement to impact? We're all in the same, everybody on this call today, we're all a part of the same mission to impact 1 million lives through We Do Transformations. But how can you take that into a smaller way by really making an impact in your community? Who can you team up with? We are all team Herbalife. We're all team We Do Transformations. So really have a bigger vision than just yourself, your team. It's about the community and where we're taking it. We are the team, all of us. So if anybody wants to come work out with us, and is near Detroit, hit me up after the call. Okay, so through that idea, Shape Up Detroit was birthed, and okay, so I want to talk a little bit about our flow and what we're doing. So in the community hub, we call it, our space is called Elevate Fitness and Nutrition. You guys can look us up on Instagram and see everything that we do. But we host group classes on the weekly. So like I said, I love teaching fitness, but everything has to funnel back into, right? So whether you guys are on this call and you just do We Do Transformations, or you own a nutrition club, or you do like teaching workout classes, or you sell mega T kits, everything funnels back to We Do Transformations, because ultimately we're trying to get people sticky in the community by joining the 21-day challenge. So we do our group classes. And every class, it doesn't matter what it is, whether it's cardio drumming, whether it's kid fit, whether it's our arms class, whatever it is, we always end with a very strong end talk to bring people to the next 21-day challenge. So we don't wait until it's the week of registration. We're talking about the challenge every class, every day, no matter what. So at the end of all of our classes, my end talk looks like this, and I'm going to say it slow so that way if you guys are taking notes, you can pick it up. By the way, all of our classes also come with a shake. So that way everybody's coming in, they're getting a workout and they're getting a shake to walk out with, because we always want to be sampling the products and giving people the products no matter what we're doing. So I always say, share my story. And then I say, here at Elevate, we believe it's 80% nutrition. That's why you guys are going to walk out today with a shake with 24 grams of plant-based protein, all under 300 calories, tastes amazing. We believe it's 20% exercise, which you guys got your 20% today, way to show up, 100% mindset. And we talk about how, you know, they might have worked harder that day because they were in the community with everybody. And how we really would love for them to take their results to the next level and join our 21-day challenge. If we have any challengers, I'll have them stand up, share their story, or celebrate them. And then we let them know that after class, we have some time if they want to get their magic numbers, which is their body fat percentage, their muscle mass, their fat mass. We can do that for them totally free, and then get them registered for our next 21-day challenge. So they might say yes, they might say no. It really doesn't matter. Right after that, all of our challengers who are in the challenge, we then have a weigh-in party after all the classes. So we have a scale in the right by our shake bar where you can't miss it. Everyone's around it. And I purposely schedule my client weigh-ins after the workout. So that way future challengers or people who are thinking about the challenge or curious about it, they hear my client stepping on the scale, and then I have a big cowbell and I'll ring it really loud and I'll be like, woo, give it up for Stephanie. She lost 2 pounds this week. And then everybody's thinking like, oh, that's amazing. Or everybody's celebrating, you know? So it's just showing people that we're helping people get results. And then they're more interested to join the challenge. So that is on our weekly basis at our transformation location. And then for our shape up workouts, some things that we decided to intentionally do when we came together as a leadership team to plan out what this baby would look like is we chose to do our transformation workouts every last Saturday of the month. Why? Because it's the last time that they can get into the challenge. And usually the code word is out for them to get their pictures to get registered. So all of our coaches in our organizations know every last Saturday of the month is always going to be our We Do Transformation workouts. All of our people in our community, they know every last Saturday at 9 a.m. is going to be our We Do Transformation workouts. So we're like fully locked in and committed to that. And so we intentionally do that so that way they can get plugged in and immediately start the challenge because the challenge is gonna start on Monday. So our breakdown for our for our shape ups is we do a Friday night, the Friday night before the Saturday workout. We do a coach's training where we will bring in someone who's doing absolutely incredible in the We Do Transformations world to train our coaches on how they can take their business to the next level. And then the next day is our workout. And we have an incredible day. It's literally my favorite day of the month. I tell people in our community, just please come and get in the room just to feel the energy because it is something so magical when 100 people come together for the same cause, cheering people on, excited about everything. Like you just want to be in the room. And once people get in the room, they feel the energy and they hear all the stories and the results, they're going to want to join the challenge. And that's what we see over and over again. So for our agenda for the day, at 8 a.m. is our coaches roles where we pass out roles for the day. So we have a ton of different roles. We have a greeting team, we have a registration team, we have a parking lot attendee team to, you know, help people find parking or give someone a high five on their way in. Like everything is intentional for people to fall in love with our community, and we want at the end of the workout for them to beg us to be a part of We Do Transformations because it felt like something they've never felt or experienced before. So we've got different roles. We've got 4 coaches that lead the workout. We've got another coach that does the warm-up. We've got another coach that does the stretches. We've got someone that does our breakdown, which is basically like small, really quick little personal development. We have someone that's taking pictures and videos. We have someone on the music. Like everybody has a role, and that's also intentional to grow our community. If we only had 4 or 5 roles, we wouldn't be able to have a whole bunch of coaches, right? The roles would be taken up quickly. So we've got like 50 roles because we want 50 coaches filling the space with us then inviting their people, then helping us make a bigger impact. So we've got a ton of roles. We also like to put people in their special talents and roles. So we're always telling coaches, like, whatever your gifts and abilities are is where you should be, right? If you're a big encourager, then you're going to be the person during the workout running up and down the aisles, giving people high fives and just encouraging them to do one more rep. If you are an amazing trainer and you have great energy, you should be the one leading the workout. If you, are super friendly with people, you should be the first person they see to give them a high five or a hug when they walk through the door. Like, we've thought about every single solitary role. And I say that we produce magic on Saturday mornings for our Shape Up workouts. So we start at 9 a.m. and before we get started, everyone gets a shot of CR7. So we start the workout, once again, sampling the products. Everything goes back to the products because we want people to taste the products, feel the products, see the products, so that way they want to get on them. So we started with shots. Once again, it's lit, it's excited. You would think you're at a nightclub, but it's really a shot of CR7. Our bartenders are dancing on the bar. Like, it's just a freaking wild, fun time, but that's what we get to do in our amazing community. And then we have an hour-long workout, so we make sure we give them a really great workout. And every 15 minutes, when we do a water break, we then do like 4 or 5 stories, really quick stories. But it's just like, hey, my name is Rachel. I lost 26 pounds. I had 2 babies back to back. I'm in better shape than I was in high school. I'm so grateful for the 21-day challenges. And then it'll be the next person. So it's not really about necessarily them hearing my story. It's just about them hearing multiple stories. Stories from a mom of 2, stories from a 30-year-old man, stories from a 60-year-old woman, like all different races, shapes, sizes, demographics, everything. We share all kinds of stories. That way people see that this challenge, this community is for everybody. And whether you're looking to lose weight, gain muscle, gain energy, lose inches, feel like there's a place you belong, we want to show that to them through our stories and our community. We also like to celebrate everybody who just ended the last 21-day challenge. And then we also ask everybody to publicly commit to the next challenge. So that way, like, people have to raise their hand, and you don't want to be the one not raising your hand because you're like, well, if all these other people are doing it, I should probably do it too. So then once the workout's over, we have a very strong close, and we let people know that it's a registration party. The workout's done. Now you're entering the registration party. So our shake bar's open. People can get post-workout shakes, mega teas. We do protein donuts, protein cookies on that day, so they can get treats. It's like high energy. Everybody's vibing. Everybody's endorphins feel good after the workout. And then it's like, okay, all the coaches know it's time to work the room for all the new people that you had there, or the people that you've had coming to the workout who haven't joined the challenge yet. And we're like, this is game day, baby. That's where the money's made, because you're going to work all those people. Like, you did so amazing at the workout. I'm so grateful you're here. Are you ready to commit to this 21-day challenge? Like, I know you've got a wedding coming up in 6 months. Like, the time is now, let's do it. Or, did you hear so-and-so's story? Like, it made me think of you, and this is what's possible for you. Are you ready to join the challenge with us? And then there's literally an area for people to take their pictures. There's an area for people to get weighed in. Like, we get them registered right then and there when it's hot on their mind, when they've got those good feelings, good vibes. And then we also let people know in our close that we are going to do a coaches opportunity meeting. So once again, we tell them, like, our goal is to make Detroit a healthier place, but we can't do it alone. We need more coaches helping us to make a bigger impact. And so our goal for our Shape Up Detroit is 300 people. We're at about 100 right now, but to take it next level, it's going to require more coaches. So we're having a meeting at 10:30. We would love for you guys to stay. Once again, we're then after working the room for our challengers who maybe invited new people that day. listen, you're already doing the things a coach would do. Just stay, hear from us about what's possible for you in this community. I think you'd be great at it. And then we do a really, really, really quick opportunity meeting. It is not like your typical HOM at all. It has only to do with We Do Transformations. So once again, it's us talking about our results, us talking about what the money we're making as coaches, us talking about the mission, which the mission is to shape up Metro Detroit. So we need more people. We can't do it alone. We need you, we need you, we need you. And then let them know like this structure is in place for you to plug in. All you've got to do is be a yes. And so it's very short and sweet, you guys. It's maybe 10 minutes long because like what more could we show them? They've already heard the results. They've now heard the income. It's either like you want in on this or you don't, or maybe you're just not ready yet, right? Sometimes it's not people's time, but at least they know the options there for them to have an opportunity. So it's been absolutely incredible for us, you guys. Last year, we were able to hit the Premier League almost 3 times. So a big part of that is getting challengers to convert to coaches, and that's just through doing all the things that we're talking about tonight. We're also now we're two distributors away from Premier League for 2025, and part of that is through We Do Transformations. And so I'm super jacked up for what's going on in our area, but I also want to highlight one of our coaches, you guys. I'm super excited that she's here going to share her story. So it's great that it can happen for us, but it can also happen for your newest coach. So this girl, she's gonna share very, very quickly with you what's been able to happen for her. And I don't want to give it away, but she was one of those trainers that said yes. And she said yes 2 days before extravaganza, you guys. She signed up 2 days. We said if you're all in, you got to get to extravaganza. So not only did she sign up 2 days before extravaganza, she bought her plane ticket. She got on the plane. She got in the hotel. She got in the room at extravaganza, came home, was so inspired, quit her job. You guys, is on her way to owning and operating a nutrition club. She's got 5 brand new frontline through We Do Transformations. Absolutely incredible. So please go wild and crazy in the chat with me for brand new world team member. Last month did first cut of 5K for Shaq. Come on, girl. Woo!
Hi, how is everybody? I hope great. My name is Shakila. They call me Shaq. Yeah, I was one of those ones that said yes. I'm also the one that dances on the bar at the club. I mean, at the gym. Hilarious. Well, what a journey. From going from working with autistic kids to saying yes to an impulsive trip that I was like, oh my gosh, I love to travel. I'm just gonna go. Don't even know what I'm walking into. To coming back, starting completely brand new with not something that was new to me. Like I played basketball. I've been on teams before. I've done challenges before, but this was a little different. Like I've been in rooms where I didn't feel like I was qualified for. But We Do Transformations, like all you had to do was say yes. Like anybody can join. The only thing was, and you'll realize as a challenger and also becoming a coach, you have to get comfortable being uncomfortable. Like there were rooms I was like, there's way more people than I'm normally used to. Like, but once you overcome those steps, like so much flows after that. Like I had to start training for myself. Like, yes, I was saying it, but once I started doing it and I was posting that I was going to the gym every day and I was posting that I'm doing this challenge and I was posting that I'm loving this extra energy I have day to day, like other people started to catch on and wanted to do what I was doing. And that's just about what any of these influencers are doing right now. It's just, what are you influencing? Are you influencing making reels every day? Are you influencing drinking a shake every day? Are you influencing working out every day? It's just when you be you and you get okay with being uncomfortable and taking on adversity and trying new challenges, like it all flows and it all ends up working out. Like I literally converted a challenger to a coach to a now she's in Flex 45 and now we're getting ready for the 24 games. Like we are so excited. And I literally would have never thought that 8 months ago, that 8 months now that I could be a world team and also have went from a challenger to a coach to now coaching challengers. And I'm just like shocked. And it's been such a fun ride. And I'm so excited to what more is to come.
Woo! Okay, thank you so much, Shaq. All right, you guys. So, yeah, absolutely incredible. We use our transformation space for all the things. So Saturday when we saw there was going to be a mastermind series, we decided to host a watch party. So we invited everybody who wanted to stay after the workout to stay. It was so much fun to have a watch party there. But you guys, you may be listening today and be like, this is great for her, but I don't have that space. Well, there's no lack of resources for you, only lack of resourcefulness. So you might live somewhere warm and you can start this in an open field. You might live somewhere not warm like me and you could use a local community center or you could use a church. Like just start where you're at and with what you have. My biggest message to you today is just get started, right? It doesn't have to look amazing and be 4,800 square foot of a warehouse. Like if you have room in your nutrition club, start there. If you like I said, and in your garage, I don't know, I'm just saying, like, if you have a passion and this is something that you want to do, I promise you can find a way to do it. You just have to make the decision to do it, go all in, and just figure it out along the way. So yeah, I'm sure there's some questions. I see some questions. Tracy, I'm not sure if you are going to give those questions.
Yeah, I'll go ahead. I'll share for you so that way you just can answer, and I'll just keep hammering them over to you.
Or if
Okay,
I
so
missed anything that you wanted me to talk about, because I know I got going kind of fast and I got excited and
yes, yes. Well, that's what we want, all right? And so, like you just said, or I think Shaq just said, like just be you, and that's what we asked you to do tonight too. So thank you first off for opening up like what you were doing and just that, also that vulnerability of like, okay, what am I doing, you guys? And having that like got to know where you're at to know where do you want to go. And so again, I think that's sometimes where some people can feel stuck and just like and beat themselves up versus like, okay, I didn't know I need to make a change. What is it? And just do it. So I don't know because I was taking notes and reading the questions too. So you might have said this already, but from like extravaganza to when you opened up your location, how much time was that? Because I feel like it was like
3
that.
days.
Like I thought I
30
remember
days.
hearing you talk about the things, and then it was like, wait, what? It's already open, and is
Yeah, but I have to give it to my husband and Shaq and a couple of our other team members. I don't think they slept during those 30 days, but everyone was so excited. They got open in 30 days. It was like a Christmas miracle, but they did it, and we didn't once we had made the decision that this is what we wanted to do, like everyone was so all in. They were ready to like quit their jobs, go full time. And I'm like, okay, but we need the space first. Like, just hang on. So we needed to get open as fast as possible. So it is possible. It just depends on how much you want to sleep and eat and see your kids, So
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Well, so a couple of things right now, just like from Saturday too, we heard the wave and like, it's like, you guys don't watch the wave, like ride the wave, jump on the wave, like all the things you're either going to learn or you're going to grow. Right. And so we're going to grow, but we're learning along the way. And so same thing, you're just like, you pull the trigger, things happen. You guys were going to move and you just like decided to do this and look at what's created and like Pres team right around the corner. So again, I just wanted to highlight a couple things that you said before jumping into those questions too, is that, if you guys didn't write down this phrase, and this is a great phrase that kind of will start coming off your tongue too when you're talking to people, is that, and so I'm used to like using that when I'm doing my follow-up, and you're talking about it in like while you're doing your closing of your fit camps and stuff, but talking with people about like, you're already doing what we do. And so as a coach, right, it's just like that's the biggest thing that'll hold people back. So as we're talking about like converting, okay, so in the space that you're talking about, which we're all jacked up over the space, but like the whole conversion, that's the reason why she has that tool to begin with. You guys, is making sure things are fun and simple. You talked about the energy. You talked about again, just reminding people that they're already doing what you do. And so, and for people, that invitation, most people, you guys already have coaches in front of you. They just don't know it yet because you haven't invited them yet. So
Or you don't have
intentionality.
or you don't have a role in a space for them.
Mm.
So that's another thing is like if you look like you don't need people, people will not feel needed. So you've got to create a space for people to feel needed. So that's where we talk all the time about our mission to shape up Detroit. We need more coaches. Like, because that when you talk about changing the health epidemic of a metro, like a big city like that, people are like, wow, that is probably really overwhelming. They probably do need help. You know what I'm saying? But if you're looking like, oh, I've got all these challenges and everything's great and amazing, they're gonna be like, well, they don't need me. Like they're doing great. So like, have you created the space or talked about the need or talked about the vision or talked about the mission for people to feel like there is a place for them in what you're up to?
So good. So good. So again, you guys, there's just so much. We'll get the replay out there. I feel like this is one you got to watch and listen again because everything that Rachel's talking about is so simple that it could be like, yeah, yep, I get that. That makes sense, or that's good. But did you write that down and then you like already think, how can I already apply this, even if you don't have a space physically as well yet? But and you guys, Justin Wilson and I, we helped get everything all prepped for today with Rachel yesterday. And like he said, you guys, how many people are opening nutrition clubs all the time, right? Like, and this fitness center actually costs less than what we thought it was going to cost. What a nutrition club could be. So it's like that vision, and the vision for people that want to quit their job to be able to do this. That means you're definitely great at vision casting as well. So love it. Which Extravaganza did that too. So the questions that were in the chat, can you explain as far as what you charge? So you talked about everyone gets their shake and stuff. So that was a big question. If you can kind of walk through what do you do with that? How do you
Yeah, great question. So the way we have it structured is our Friday night coaches training is a $15 fee, but that includes dinner. So basically they're essentially paying, we cater it at the spot. And then Saturday for any of the coaches that plug in, it's a $20 fee for the coach, but they get to use the space and invite other people, and it's free for our whole community. So we promote it as a free workout for people in the community. For all the transformation coaches, it's $20, which that just covers the fee of the space and anything else that we use that day. So it's free for the community and our challengers.
mm-hmm. Awesome. Love it. And you got little skin in the game for all the coaches then too, and which is going to make sure they're definitely inviting. So that is actually a question that we have in the chat too is, well, let me first ask this one. Are you doing classes daily in the space, or is it just the shape ups? Like what is the, I mean, what I was lucky enough to go and visit at the beginning of November, which by the way, Shaq is not the same Shaq when I met her in November. So she is definitely fired up and full of confidence. I mean, she was fun to begin with, but definitely more confident. But when I was there, literally people were coming in and there's different classes that were happening. There's some personal training. So explain the schedule or what that looks like, how many classes you're offering.
Yeah, so just like a really good way to understand it is just like you would have someone come work your nutrition club as their bar shift would be a way for them to get leads, get customers, talk to people about the products. That's what we do with our classes for our coaches that have a passion for fitness. So essentially, let's just say Shaq wanted to do a booty and bands class on Wednesday nights. She would then be like the bartender and the teacher of that class. So she would get to sell the products. Every class is $10. It comes with a shake after. So she would then teach the class, and then all the people that come to her class or she invites to her class are her leads. So there's classes all the time. I mean, typically Monday through Thursday are like our busiest times. Fridays we'll do special events. Like this month, we're hosting one of her brand new coaches. So once again, give it up for her. Her brand new frontline. He is like very well known in our community for doing step classes. So we're hosting a Friday Night Lights step class. And at the end of it, of course, the flyers branded We Do Transformations. Our big black wall is We Do Transformations. We're all wearing black, just like we would at a shape up workout. So it's going to it's going to mimic a shape up workout, but it's just with step. We've also done a mega cardio. We do now once a month mega cardio drumming classes because we know there are some people who are intimidated by the look of a shape up class, but they would come to a cardio drum class. So we've now added that to the rotation too. That could happen on a Friday or Saturday. And it's just another way for, like, we're doing one this Saturday because we know that there's extra time in the calendar to get more people registered. So we kind of like play off of when can we host another class to get more people. So there are classes on regular, but we host special events around when we can get the most amount of challengers registered. I hope that answered your question.
Yeah, I think it did too. So again, ask in the Q&A if that didn't clarify something. So, and yeah, that sense of urgency of like, if you've got a gap on your calendar, it's like, the more I can offer, it's kind of like, why would you like have your nutrition club shut down? Those that have clubs, it's like, why would you shut down? Because you're missing an opportunity to talk to people. It's not about selling the shakes. It's about who can I talk to get into that challenge, right? So same thing. It's not about the workout. Like, oh, I want to get a workout, and it's let's offer the workout so we have more people coming in so we can talk and get in front of more people. So I love that.
Another thing we do to piggyback off what you said, it reminded me, is we utilize the nutrition club also to funnel people to the workout. So like we had little flyers made up and we would pass them out to like every single solitary person who came in. Shaq, once again, highlighting her. She's absolutely incredible, killing the game. But she was passing out flyers to people, and we had a girl come. She had a girl show up to the workout, and now she wants to be a distributor on Shaq's team. So it's like, it's not like we're just inviting people on social media or like out in the streets. Like we're using our nutrition club to feed the workout. So like everything feeds everything. Then we, in our transformation space, we have a poster that shows them all their local nutrition clubs. So then on the daily, we can feed them back to the nutrition clubs, and then they're going to feed them back to us for the workouts. You know what I'm saying? So like it all works serendipitous together.
So good. Ultimate goal, we're getting new coaches, and those coaches are getting clients. So it's like whatever the tool is that you're using, the nutrition club, the workouts. So question is, so I know you talked about the flyer and that you're inviting people from the nutrition club, but can you give us examples of like how you're inviting people? Like what are you saying to the workout? So that workout is going to pitch the challenge and the opportunity, but how are you getting people into the workout?
Yeah, I mean, honestly, like we don't do anything like crazy. I mean, like you said, I'm very simple, which I find a good thing because that's makes it easy for people to duplicate. But we're just like, we're hosting a free community workout on Saturday. It is so much fun, whether you like working out or don't like working out. You were just gonna want to get into the room to feel the energy and excitement of people. Imagine 100 people coming together, having the best time of their life. Like you would love it. You got to come be my free guest. It's free. What do you have to lose? You know what I mean? So like we just invite people off the fact that it's free, and um the energy. The energy is probably the thing that I talk about the most because it's my favorite part of the day. I love it so much. It fills my bucket so much. And I know that like we live in a world right now where um people aren't giving people hugs and high fives. People aren't encouraging people. People are typically tearing each other down. People aren't celebrating the small wins. And so when they come into a community like ours, they're going to experience everything like that. So also talking about like everything that they're going to get in the community. We obviously use social media a ton. So showing videos and reels of workouts that we've already had to like give people a little sample of what it's like. So then they're hungry for more and they show up. But yeah, the invite is super simple. Free workout on Saturday. Come join us. You'll be super mad when you see the video on Instagram after and you weren't there.
Love it. I know you said before, and I dropped in the chat a couple of times already as well, but what is your handle on IG again?
Oh gosh, it's a little fancy. Hang on.
Okay,
Well,
or
it's
I
got
dropped
like
it in the chat if you're good too. If you guys just want to scroll and check that out. So
it's
Elevate.
Elevate Fitness _ nutrition.
Got it. Okay, so a couple of things too, because again, we want to give the details for people who are like, okay, they're gonna reach out to Sideline or talk to the people about like creating this space, right? Or doing something, or all the things. So just taking that action. So a couple of things that are I think are still really important to make sure we talk about on this call while people are watching the recording, which the recording will usually if it's in like 24 hours ish. And if you guys go back into the coaches chat and you look for Rachel's picture with the Zoom information. Lauren's awesome, and she just swaps out the Zoom information and puts in the link for the recording. Okay. Plus, we have the recorded library as well. So you guys, there's some people who are like, how do I get this out to my teams? Because all of a sudden you're like, oh my gosh, right? This is like mind blowing. I told you, right? So a couple of things when people are coming together and creating this, because again, having the ability to communicate and work with all the different coaches and make sure that everyone's winning and everyone feels good about what's going on. So first question is like, did you say how are you organizing and collecting the money for the coaches who are paying? Like how are you doing that so that way everything's crystal clear? Or do you have a system that you're like feeling really good that you want to share, or you're like, no?
Yeah.
Okay, I knew you had a system, so okay.
Well, first of all, I already gave them a shout out, but another shout out because I work with the best Sideline ever. I'm so grateful to work with you guys. You know who I'm talking about on this call. So grateful. Special shout out to Kate. She does our Eventbrite. So we have an Eventbrite that we do. So we have two separate links. One goes out to people that we want to invite. So that link, it shares all the details of where the workout is, what the workout entails. So like wearing all black, bringing a water bottle, what to expect when they get there. And then it just is a free link. So that way we capture their name and email address and phone number if they'll give it to us. And then we have another link that's for coaches that they can pay their $20 right then and there. So when everybody walks in, our guests will get a yellow band and our coaches will get a red band. So we can also identify who's who. And we do shirts at the very front. She does at the registration area. So we use Eventbrite. Highly recommend it. It's super user friendly, but I forgot about that. That's another way that we invite people is we'll message out the link to people. So that way they can pre-register and like commit to coming. So, Eric Worre talks about the 100 conversation challenge. This is something that we always, as coaches, challenge ourselves to do the week before every shape up workout is message at least 100 people with that link to invite them to the workout.
Love it. Action steps. Okay. Okay. So, and then that answers the question too, because when they're filling that out, it's asking them probably who invited them and all the things. So that way you're keeping all that straight as well. So, okay, perfect. And everyone's got their roles.
At the end of the, like, obviously you're going to know the people that you already know that you invited, but like guess, all of us work the room and we say like, how did you hear about the event? So then we'll edify the coach and then walk them to that coach. Like there's no issues of like people stealing people. It's only like we get to, oh, awesome. I got one of Jerrison's people. Now I get to edify him before I even pass him off to him. So that way, like he feels super good about working with him because I just said something good about him. So use it as an opportunity to edify the coaches around you.
So powerful. And then the people that you're meeting, the new people, again, they're seeing that, and that's what people want to be a part of, right? Where again, they feel welcome. So, oh my gosh, so good. And then I can't even keep my questions straight because I'm like trying to pay attention and trying to like read the things, and there's just so many good things, you guys. So again, give Rachel a shout out in the chat here, you guys. Okay, I want to take it to Flex 45 real quick because I want you to share what you were sharing too about from Saturday and the action that you took, like what you did, because people these are things that they can again do and take advantage of, and how, not only are you getting those people to commit to that, but you were following through and keeping people accountable, and you have something set up if you wanted to share what you took away from Saturday and like the, again, sense of urgency.
Yeah. So can everybody who's on here watch Saturday? Is it up for everybody?
Replay is not out. I'm not sure any, I know that there's a process to get anything. I don't know.
No
I'm
worries,
not
no worries.
quite sure when that is. I know it's not out there.
Okay.
And I'm not
My
sure
first
because I didn't see
season,
anything where it said it was going to be shared or posted.
yeah.
So I don't want to misspeak anything, but maybe, I don't know.
Well, if you guys didn't,
Those that, hi.
okay.
Oh, Lauren, the lady
Hi.
behind the screen.
So those that purchase tickets will receive opportunity to be able to review a replay of the
Perfect.
Saturday.
Perfect.
So I was gonna say, if you guys haven't watched Saturday, first of all, watch Saturday because it was absolutely incredible. And we had the best of the best. Jorge and Eric were talking about Flex 45. So like, first of all, if you have the recording, share it with your team because absolutely incredible hearing from them about how amazing it is. And then Jorge, he really just got in my heart when he was like, you already have so many yes, we need to be in the recruiting mindset. Number one, because we need more coaches to take on this mission. Number two, because that's how we grow our royalties in this business. But you already have coaches right now who need to be re-engaged in the game, whether they've fallen off because they're ashamed of their results, or they've fallen off because life happens, or they've fallen off because whatever their life happened to them or whatever. So Flex 45 is a really great way to get people re-engaged back with us and, excited about all the new things, new tools that we have at our fingertips. So, I just really reached out to some team members and told them like, I know what your goals are, and I know that right now the actions that you're doing aren't helping you get closer to that goal. Joining Flex 45 will help you do the small things on a daily basis that are going to get you to that goal. Like I made it all about them and their goal. It's not about me. I don't get an award or a credit or more money if people join Flex 45, right? But I know that if people do the small things that they need to do on a daily basis for Flex 45, it's going to spark and inspire something in their business and in their personal life that's going to help their business grow. So just really making it all about them and their goals and how Flex 45 is going to get them to do it. So, so far I've gotten 3 people to commit, which is great. We're still going to work it until, I don't know, the end of the year or however long Flex 45 is going on. But, just really make it about your team and your people and how it can benefit them. So, yeah.
Love it. And that accountability. And you guys, this is the great opportunity too. So whether you've got a space like what Rachel's got or whatever platform that you're offering, or if you're doing it on social media, again, when you're reaching out and you're getting other coaches recommitted. And, like I had a lady who I don't know if she's on here, but like Dawn messaged last night, she's got her first challenger and she's doing a different method. So she's just kind of getting started with what we do, but she was like hyperventilating because she's like, I got someone, it's exciting when you're showing people how to help get to other challengers, but sometimes you just have to like show like, well, how are you inviting people to the challenge? How are you, and model that for people. And so that the Flex 45 and the simplicity of that is this 5 conversations. But sometimes people, if they don't know what those conversations are, so I love that you're modeling that. You're modeling, when you're talking about your roles that you have within your space too. It's like, it's not that Rachel's always going to be the high fiver or that Brandon's always going to be the pep talk guy or the whatever you've got going on. You're showing other new coaches how to take on those roles, right?
Yeah.
And so it's a grooming up facility for so many coaches, right? Which is going to make a bigger impact. So I love that. And again, we got to hear from Brandon and Heather a couple of weeks ago who, we're showing some things and they're partnering together with Rachel and Bobby as well. So I love the sideline connections too. just a very attractive community that you're inviting people into. So, okay, you guys, so definitely stay tuned. Like I said, make sure you just go back and you can see on the link, just if it's updated with the recording from YouTube. Again, definitely share this with more people, because you never know what there might be a whole nother idea that someone takes after watching this, like, oh my gosh, now it's, because they listened to this, they see this, and that excitement and getting people into action, that's where things start happening too. So again, thank you so much, Rachel. You guys, real quickly, stay tuned. We are going to be putting on a training as well. So it was dropped on Saturday that there's an update to the app starting in the April challenge, and moving forward, where our challengers are going to be able to, or are going to be the ones uploading their photos. Okay, so we're going to do a little bit of a training to go along with that, because it is a really amazing enhancement to the app. I see Octavia unmuting his video, so he's probably ready to share something that I don't know about, so I'm going to kick it over to him.
No, I wasn't gonna, no, I was just gonna
Okay.
piggyback on you. So we're gonna be having that, I guess you can call it class. I know this is a new change, guys. I know you guys are used to uploading your own challenger pictures, but like I said the other day in the call, a lot of you guys have been asking for a way for the challengers to upload the pictures. So I know this is completely different from what we used to, and we want to make sure you guys understand, and we want to make sure you guys do it right, because we don't want to miss anyone. It's really simple. It's nothing hard, but you do have to accept the picture. Make sure the picture is right. Make sure it has the right color. Make sure it has the right wording. Make sure it has everything that we need. And the system will tell you if you have something pending. If somebody's uploaded a picture and you have it accepted, the system, the app will tell you you have to accept this picture. And you want to do it, because if you don't do it, then that picture will not go into the voting system. And then I don't want to hear you guys saying, well, my challenger had great results. What happened? Well, you didn't offset the picture. You didn't you didn't help them. So I want to make sure everyone does the right job, the right thing. And another thing that I forgot to announce the other day, because it wasn't ready. I didn't realize it was going to be ready so fast. Another thing that you guys were asking, a way for leads to share the awareness profile. So now you have that too. So if we have if you have a person that you send the awareness profile to do the profile, and they want to share it with friends, they want to share it with family, encourage them to do it. They have an option to now send it to them. So that way, some other people can do it, and you get the leads. The lead will go straight to you. The system will let you know, hey, so-and-so did the awareness profile. Make sure you reach out to this person. So this is pretty cool, because now we get 2 or 3 leads for the price of one, literally. So I think this is great. But I think we might do it on Thursday. We'll give you guys some info about the call Thursday, probably, or Friday. We'll figure it out with Tracy. It'll be a quick call. I think in 30 minutes we can kill it. It's nothing hard. We already have the PDF that we share with everyone. Super simple, but we want to make sure we all do it right. And that's it. That's it for me, Tracy.
No, I think we're good. On the top of the hour for the interpreter too. So you guys watch the recording. Probably watch it again. You guys watch it again, and just keep in mind how simple and how intentional she is, and how the flow is just going to continue to grow and expand and attract and create a bigger movement, you guys, because Extravaganza is coming up here shortly. The games are coming up here in June too. So the 24 games, you guys, literally, you guys, everything is in place for a reason. These calls are in place for this reason, for a reason. The games are in place for a reason. Understand that we're not just getting together to get together. We're getting together in an attractive way to attract more people and make a bigger impact and grow our businesses, you guys, having fun doing it. And that's what Rachel's got going on. That's why she's on fire. That's why their whole group is on fire, you guys. We're all going to be going to Michigan and checking it out now that you opened up at your facility. But you guys go on their Instagram, watch their videos. I see it all the time. I'm stalking them all the time, you guys. And again, thank you so much, Rachel. Drop fires in the chat, and you guys will see you next week, Tuesday. Well, Thursday night or whenever we have our other call, but for sure next week, Tuesday, because we've got a killer lineup for you guys as well.